Hi, I'm Maya, and today I want to talk about Kate Morton's books. So, Kate Morton is one of my favorite authors ever. Every time I get one of her books, I know I'm going to enjoy it. All of her books are mysteries, all of them are multi-generational, all of them jump between different time periods. There's a story that happened in the past, and there's someone in the present or a more modern time trying to learn the secrets that happened in the past narrative. Kate Morton has a set formula that she follows, and she's very, very good at it. She has it down to a science. She always manages to surprise me. Her latest book, Homecoming, I actually guessed a lot of the twists and turns, a lot of the big surprises I saw coming, and so I was feeling kind of disappointed as I approached the end. I was like, man, I haven't even been surprised this book. But then the very last reveal really got me. I was not expecting it. So yeah, I shouldn't have doubted her. She always finds a way to just really leave you gobsmacked. So I've read all of her books, but I only have 2 of them because I borrowed the others from my mom. And so I don't have my favorite one here. My favorite one is The Secret Keeper. If you only read one Kate Morton book, let it be The Secret Keeper. It is so, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it. It's better to just go into it not expecting anything, not knowing anything about the story. Just go in so you can be completely surprised. It's just masterfully done, wonderful characters, and a crazy reveal at the end. It's awesome. It's the best. Kate Morton's books are usually set either in England or Australia. She's really good at describing the settings of these places. Not only the culture and the accents, customs, but also nature, trees and the rolling green hills and eucalyptus, kangaroos, and she's so good at describing the flora and fauna that you really feel like you're there as you're reading. Her descriptions are so vivid and so juicy. Just as you read them, you just take it all in. I think her scariest book, I don't have it here, but it's called The Distant Hours. It's so spooky. There's a story about a mudman. That one's very creepy. I think that's the only one that kept me up at night, made me a little bit scared to go to bed. And I think that's another thing that Morton is really good at, is making things creepy. Her latest novel, Homecoming, had a lot of really creepy parts in it. She's very good at suspense and mystery and tension. Her historical settings are really cool. Another thing I love about Kate Morton is that she always alludes to other famous authors. In Homecoming, she talks a lot about Charles Dickens. In The Forgotten Garden, she talks about The Secret Garden. She just always has a lot of references to great works of literature and art and music, and it's really just a feast of the humanities. I also think that her books are a good length. They're not too long and not too short. You're not left wanting more, and at the end you always feel satisfied. Another one of her books that I love is The Lake House, and that book, the house really feels like a character, and that's the way a lot of houses feel in a lot of her books. There are so many different cottages and mansions and manors and houses that feel like people. So much has happened in each of these places over the years. Generations of people have had different experiences in these spots, so the walls are just seeping with history. It's so fun to just watch the layers slowly be peeled back, and you slowly learn everything that took place. Just become more and more enthralled with the space, and it just becomes more and more like a person. Her novels are so rich, and there's always so much packed into them, and there are always themes that are intertwined throughout the generations. So the person in the present time that's trying to learn the secrets that happened in the past, trying to solve the mystery that happened in the past, even though those people don't usually interact, they're still connected either in their interests or in their DNA sometimes, or just in their purpose, in their goals. It's just beautiful to read all these connections. You can just tell as you're reading that she really thought ahead as she was writing these things and really planned meticulously. There's nothing done by accident. There aren't any throwaway words. Everything contributes to the overall theme and the overall mystery. And especially when you get to the end, you realize that there are all these little details that you missed before that were big hints for what comes later. And her characters always have interesting professions. Sometimes they're actresses, sometimes there are writers, journalists, artists. just all kinds of professions, all kinds of different people. There are introverts and extroverts, there are secretive people and open people. There are people that mesh and people that don't. They're just very, very, very good. I can't speak highly enough of them. The family relationships, the family drama is always so good. There's always someone who is keeping a dark secret from their family, and when the secret finally comes to light and there's the confrontation between the person who knew and the person who didn't, that's always just so amazing to read. So emotional and so well done. If you're looking for a book that is mysterious and dramatic and suspenseful and beautiful and well written and filled with history and culture, if you're looking for historical fiction, if you're looking for a murder mystery, if you're looking for family drama, you can find all of those things here. Sometimes some of the books do get really dark, especially when murder is involved, but she always brings it back to the light and focuses on the positive, and I love that. So she's able to spook you, but still have you feel uplifted by the end of the book. So yeah, that's all I have to say about Kate Morton's books. I can't wait for her next one. Thank you so much for watching.